Today, going to talk about the poker promotions where I've earned money throughout the year. And this video was in response to Pistol. He's been a recent subscriber, he's been commenting a lot, and he asked for this, so I'm making this video. So everyone else out there, if there's something really specific I haven't been talking about, just leave it in the comments. I'll probably see it, and if I can make a video about it, I'll try to. So let's go by casino. First one, Ballys. Ballys has had a lot of promotions that I've hit this year. Before I get into the free roll tournaments, first I will mention their grave and high hand promotions. So they don't have graveyard promotions anymore. Earlier in the year they did. It was a pretty sweet promotion. If you played the grave hours throughout the week, I forgot what they were exactly, but whatever that block of time was, if you did two things, there were two criteria. One was play at least 10 hours throughout the week during grave, and the second criteria was be top 18 on the hours leaderboard. And the thing was, it was the same criterion basically. If you played at least 10, almost every single week you would have been top 18. There's not a lot of people who were playing grave at Ballys. So there was that, and there were high hands earlier in the year. Now it's a little bit different of a setup, but earlier in the year, grave and high hands, I combined to win $1,727. It's an odd number, it ends in a 7. That's because after the tips to the dealers, that's what it came out to. Sometimes it's an odd number, and I just like throw in whatever ones I have in addition to what I would normally tip. So $1,727 in that promotion. Now the bulk of this video is the Ballys free roll tournaments. The weekly tournaments are most of them. There were 3 longer term tournaments. Those had a $20 entrance fee. I didn't cash in any of them. So 3 long-term tournaments, it was a matter of months you had to qualify. I put up the $20 in order to play after I qualified via hours, and every single time I lost. So that's a total of minus 60. Yes, you can lose money on promotions. Now to the weeklies, and if I haven't mentioned it, I'm at the Walmart on Sahara. I'm gonna go buy some salmon in a minute, but right now talking about weekly tournaments. 4 of them I did not cash. So I put up the $10, I did not cash. One of them was hilarious. 36 people cashed, we only had 40 show up, and I bubbled. Got all in way ahead, by the way. But so 4 of them I did not cash, so I lost $40 combined on those 4 weekly tournaments. Another loss via the promotions. 3 were min cashes, so the min payout is 100. So 100 after the entrance fee of $10, that's a $90 profit on 3 of them, a total of $270 in profit. And earlier in the year and currently, it's a slightly different structure. Earlier in the year, one of the payout amounts was 150. So that happened 4 times earlier in the year. I cashed for 150, minus the entrance fee, I profited 140, and that happened 4 times. So that's $560 in profit on those payouts. 3 of them recently was like a middle payout. There are 4 different payouts, but it was one of the middle payouts. It was $300. So after the entrance fee, $290 in profit, $870 from those 3 tournaments. And 4 top payouts of $500. Now with the top payout, it's $500, it's minus the 10, that brings you down to $490. And the top payout, when you get down to the final 9, the tournament ends. The final 9 people get paid the same amount. So when you get down to the final 9, you sit there, there's some paperwork, they pay you out, and I usually just tip what everyone else does, sometimes 5, sometimes 10. So that's a total of $3,530, and if you're wondering, it only took about 33 hours and 20 minutes or so, and that's an hourly of pretty close to $106 per hour. I'd say it's worth it. Still wouldn't force it. If you like playing there anyway, if you happen to play an all-nighter or something, force the last couple hours to qualify. I wouldn't go forcing all 15 if you don't like playing there. Horseshoe Council Bluffs over the summer, fairly simple. Twice I hit quads, got paid $100 after the tip to the dealer, $90 each time profit, so that's $180 total from the Horseshoe Council Bluffs in beautiful Council Bluffs, Iowa. Westgate is a quick one, $20. If you start a 1-2 table, everyone who opens the table gets $20. There was one week I was over there, I wasn't on a trooper table. The trooper tables are 1-3, the non-trooper tables are 1-2. So while I was waiting for a seat on the trooper table, I opened a 1-2 table and I got 20 bucks. Mandalay has had a bunch of things this year. They've had earlier in the year random seat drawings for like 50 bucks. I won a couple of those, you know, before the tip to the dealer. Lately it's been some aces cracked and some high hands, but lately with the aces cracked and the high hands, whoever hits it goes to a plinko board, drops a puck, down the board, and there's a possibility of everyone else at the table winning some money depending on what the puck at the bottom hits. So in Mandalay, total for the year, I've won $625 via promotions after all the tips to the dealers. And MGM is a big one. So MGM has had rakeback promotions, 4 in the past year or so. The first one started last October. That's about when I was leaving. So I got the minimum payout, but that was last year anyway. The next one finished in January. I came back from the holidays in January, and it was done before I got like even 10 hours of playing over there. The fourth one, I did earn the minimum amount, but the games were so poor because so many people knew about it. People were just sitting there earning hours. The third one, I did get some hours in. Not so many people knew about it yet, so the games were pretty good. And there was also one day these 2 Armenian guys came. I was playing an all-night table, and I was actually hoping the game lasted until the buffet opened at 8. I was like not sure it would even last that long. These 2 Armenian guys came to the table, and the game was so good and lasted so long, I stayed until after the buffet closed that day. So I got a lot of hours just that one day and ended up cashing twice. I cashed 2 levels in the third of the 4 rakeback promotions MGM has had. In addition to that, I won a pretty big promo during the Pro Football Championship. Scared to say the other word because I think Goodell will come after me. And I also got some quads. Earlier in the year, it was like quads paid $500 or $599. Now what they have going on is progressive. Quads, straight flushes, royal flushes, all of those are progressive. Every day that passes and a hand doesn't hit, $100 gets added to the total. Once it gets hit, it resets. Quads are a certain number, all the straight flushes are a different amount, all the royal flushes are a different amount. But back in the day, earlier in the year, it was just either $500 or $599 for quads, and I hit it like 2 or 3 times. So total MGM, $6,208 in promotions for me after all the tips. So the total of $12,290 is going to sound pretty good. Still, I would not go out of your way to play promotions. South Point has a ton of promotions. I play there a little bit. I've never even tried to enter one of their free rolls that has a 3-month qualifying period based on hours. Venetian, the same thing. There was a short stretch once I tried to qualify. I ditched that plan after 2 weeks. It wasn't worth it. I've never hit high hands in Venetian. I've never hit anything in South Point. South Point is so many. I'm usually not even aware of what's going on. There's so many, and they change like every day or 2 days or something. I don't go to the Westgate for like 40 hours in a week. Some people in the comments have said that gets you something. I didn't go overboard in the MGM rakeback promotions. Even Ballys, there were weeks I didn't play the free roll. I played 21 free rolls this year, a lot more than 21 weeks in the year, and there were more than 21 weeks where I was in Vegas. Don't force it. Promotions are a nice bonus. I would never force the entire thing. I would play there if you enjoy playing there, and if you happen to be very close in the last couple days, all right, go ahead, force it. You're in so deep that you should get it. But I would not force the entire thing. I play where I like playing, where I have fun, and in addition to the money I've won on the tables, I've won $12,290 on top of that via promotions.
Yeah, I got it at the stadium in May.